Welcome to the channel, folks. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Sigma males. You know, those lone wolf types who always seem to be surrounded by beautiful women, yet never get caught up in any drama. We're going to break down their secrets and see how they do it. We've all been there, man. Stuck in some kind of drama, whether it's with a significant other, a friend, or even a family member. It's exhausting, you know? It's like you're constantly walking on eggshells, trying not to set someone off. But Sigma males, they just seem to float above it all. They're like ninjas of emotional stability, dodging negativity like it's nothing. It's fascinating and frankly a little bit inspiring. So, if you're tired of the drama and ready to level up your life, you're in the right place. Let's unpack the Sigma male playbook and learn how to cultivate that same drama-free energy. Alright, so the first principle of the Sigma male playbook is self-awareness. It's like that old saying, know thyself, you know? Sigmas, they get that. They understand themselves, their strengths, their weaknesses, their triggers, and because they know themselves so well, they can navigate the world with this incredible clarity. Think about it, man. If you don't know what makes you tick, how can you possibly expect to avoid situations that are going to set you off? It's like walking through a minefield blindfolded. You're bound to step on something eventually. But Sigmas, they're not blindfolded. They've got night vision goggles, thermal imaging, the whole 9 yards. They can spot a toxic situation a mile away and steer clear. They're not afraid to say no, to set boundaries, to walk away from something that doesn't serve them. That's the power of self-awareness, my friends. It's about being honest with yourself about what you want, what you need, and what you absolutely won't tolerate. Now, a big part of self-awareness is identifying your triggers. These are the things that set you off, that make you angry, frustrated, or resentful. It could be anything, certain people, specific situations, even particular words or phrases. For example, maybe you have a friend who's always negative, always complaining. Every time you hang out with them, you walk away feeling drained and pessimistic. Well, that friend, my friend, is a trigger. They're bringing you down, man. Or maybe it's a certain type of situation, like, say you hate going to crowded bars, the noise, the crowds, the drunken idiots, it all just grinds your gears. Well, guess what? Crowded bars are a trigger for you. The key is to identify these triggers and then figure out how to either avoid them altogether or manage your reactions to them. It's not always easy, but it's crucial if you want to live a drama-free life. And you know, once you start to understand your triggers, you can start to master your emotions. This is huge, man. This is where the real Sigma magic happens. See, most people, they let their emotions control them. They get angry, they lash out, they say things they regret. But Sigmas, they're different. They've learned to control their emotions, to channel them in a positive direction. Think of it like this. Your emotions are like wild horses. If you don't know how to ride, they'll buck you off and trample you. But if you can learn to control them, they'll take you anywhere you want to go. That's what Sigmas have figured out, man. They're not afraid of their emotions. They embrace them, they understand them, and they use them to their advantage. All right, so we've talked about self-awareness, right? Now let's talk about how Sigmas use that self-awareness to set clear boundaries. And let me tell you, this is where a lot of people trip up. They're afraid to say no. They don't want to rock the boat, upset anyone, or seem rude, but Sigmas, they understand the power of no. They know that saying no to things they don't want to do is essential for protecting their time, energy, and mental well-being. Think about it. Every time you say yes to something you don't really want to do, you're saying no to something else. Maybe you're saying no to a night in with a good book, a workout at the gym, or just some quiet time to yourself. Sigmas, they value their time and energy. They know that it's finite, and they're not afraid to protect it. Now, setting boundaries isn't always easy, especially if you're not used to it. It takes practice, and it starts with knowing your limits. What are you willing to tolerate? What are your non-negotiables? Maybe you're cool with lending a helping hand every now and then, but you draw the line at being someone's personal assistant. Or maybe you're open to going out on the weekends, but you're not down for all-night rages anymore. That's cool, man. You do you. The key is to figure out what your limits are and then communicate them clearly and respectfully. You don't have to be a jerk about it, but you do have to be firm. Let people know what you're willing and not willing to put up with. And remember, setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's about taking care of yourself, both physically and mentally. Now, here's the thing about boundaries. Some people are going to try to push them. They're used to getting their way, and they don't like it when someone says no to them. These are the boundary pushers, man. They might try to guilt you, manipulate you, or even get angry with you for setting limits. But here's the thing, you can't let them win. You have to stand your ground and enforce those boundaries. It might be uncomfortable at first, but trust me, it gets easier with practice. And once you start enforcing your boundaries, you'll be amazed at how much drama you'll avoid. People will start to respect your limits, and you'll attract people into your life who respect your need for space and autonomy. So, you're getting real with yourself about who you are, what you want, where your boundaries are. That's all good, man. But that's just you. You're just one dude. You can't exist in a vacuum. You're going to have to interact with other people, other humans. And that, my friends, is where things can get tricky. You see, we humans, we're social creatures. We crave connection, we crave interaction. We're drawn to groups, to tribes, to packs, whatever you want to call them. But here's the thing, not all packs are created equal. Some packs, man, they're like a pack of hyenas, just tearing each other down, all drama, all the time. And you know what? You become who you surround yourself with. You hang out with a bunch of negative Nancy's all the time. Guess what? You're going to be negative too. It's like osmosis, man. It just seeps in. You start thinking that's the norm. That's how everyone is. But it doesn't have to be that way. There are other packs out there, packs that are more like wolves. Wolves are cool, man. They're strong, they're independent, but they also work together. They support each other. They understand the importance of the pack, but they don't let the pack define them. And that's what we're talking about here, finding your wolf pack. Now, I'm not saying it's easy to find your wolf pack. It takes time, it takes effort. You've got to be selective about who you let into your circle. You've got to be willing to walk away from the hyenas, even if it means being alone for a while. Because let me tell you, being alone is a hell of a lot better than being surrounded by people who bring you down. Trust me, I've been there. I used to be that guy who would hang out with anyone who'd have me just to avoid being alone. But you know what? It was exhausting. It wasn't until I started being more selective about my social interactions that I realized how much energy I was wasting on people who didn't deserve it. I started surrounding myself with people who were positive, who were supportive, who challenged me to be a better version of myself. And it made a world of difference, man. I felt happier, I felt more energized, I felt more like myself. It's like I finally found my tribe, you know? And that's what I want for you too. Now, when I talk about being selective, I'm not talking about being a snob. I'm not saying you should only hang out with people who are exactly like you. In fact, I think it's important to have friends from all walks of life with different perspectives, different experiences. But here's the thing. The people you choose to spend your time with, they should lift you up, not drag you down. They should inspire you, not drain you. They should make you want to be a better version of yourself. And that's what it's all about, man. It's about quality over quantity. It's better to have a small circle of close friends who you can really count on than a huge group of acquaintances who you barely know. Remember that. So be picky, man. Be selective. Choose your circle wisely, because the people you surround yourself with will have a huge impact on your life, whether you realize it or not. All right, so you're on this Sigma grind, right? You're working on yourself, setting boundaries, all that good stuff. But here's the thing. You got to be able to read the room, man. Emotional intelligence, that's the name of the game. Think of it like this. You walk into a room and you can just feel the vibe. Maybe it's tense, maybe it's chill, maybe there's some weird energy going on in the corner. You've got to be able to pick up on that, man. See, people give off signals, man. Body language, tone of voice, the way they look at you, it's all telling a story. And if you're not paying attention, you're going to miss the plot. Emotional intelligence is about tuning into those signals, understanding what's really going on beneath the surface. It's about empathy, man, being able to step into someone else's shoes and see things from their perspective. Now, when it comes to avoiding drama and toxic relationships, Emotional intelligence is your secret weapon. It's like having a built-in bullshit detector, you know. You start noticing the red flags, man. The subtle manipulations, the passive-aggressive comments, the constant need for validation. It's like, whoa, hold on a second, something's not right here. And the best part is, once you start seeing these red flags, you can't unsee them. It's like you've unlocked a new level of awareness. You're no longer falling for the same old tricks. You become more discerning in who you let into your life. You're not afraid to walk away from situations that don't serve you. You'd rather be alone than surrounded by drama. And that's powerful, man. But emotional intelligence isn't just about reading other people. It's about understanding yourself too. It's about being in tune with your own emotions and knowing how to manage them effectively. See, when you're self-aware, you're less likely to be reactive. You don't let your emotions control you. You're able to take a step back, assess the situation, and respond in a calm and collected manner. It's like that old saying, you can't control the waves, but you can learn to surf. Life is going to throw you curveballs, man. There will be challenges, there will be setbacks. But with emotional intelligence, you develop this inner resilience. You learn to ride the waves, to navigate the storms, and come out stronger on the other side. That's the power of this stuff, man. All right, let's talk about independence. This is huge, man. This is about owning your life, being responsible for your own happiness and not relying on others to complete you. See, a lot of drama comes from people being overly dependent on their partners, their friends, whoever. They need constant validation, constant attention, and it's exhausting, man. But when you're independent, you're free, man. You're free to pursue your own interests, to have your own experiences, to grow and evolve as an individual. And the thing is, when you're comfortable in your own skin, when you're not constantly seeking validation from others, you become magnetic. You attract people who respect your independence, who appreciate you for who you are, not for what you can do for them. Now, independence doesn't mean being a lone wolf, you know. It's not about isolating yourself from the world. It's about setting healthy boundaries, about knowing where you end and someone else begins. It's about being comfortable saying no, even to people you care about. It's about prioritizing your own needs and not feeling guilty about it. And it's about understanding that you can't pour from an empty cup, man. You've got to take care of yourself first. You've got to fill your own cup so you can show up as the best version of yourself in your relationships. And when you do that, when you prioritize your own well-being, you're actually doing everyone a favor. You're showing them that you respect yourself, and in turn, they'll respect you too. The thing about independence is, it's not something you achieve overnight. It's a journey, man. It's about constantly challenging yourself, stepping outside of your comfort zone, and embracing the unknown. It's about being okay with being alone sometimes, with facing your fears, with figuring things out on your own. And let me tell you, there's nothing more empowering than that. When you embrace your independence, you tap into this inner strength you never knew you had. You realize that you're capable of anything you set your mind to. And that's when life gets really interesting, man. That's when you start attracting the right people, the right opportunities, the right experiences. That's when you start living life on your own terms. So there you have it, man. The Sigma Male's Guide to Avoiding Drama and Toxic Relationships. It's about self-awareness, setting boundaries, emotional intelligence, and embracing your independence. It's about living life on your own terms, surrounding yourself with good people and focusing on what truly matters. It's not always easy, but let me tell you, it's worth it. Thanks for watching. If you found these strategies helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful content. Stay drama-free. If you've made it to the end of this video, then show your support by giving this video a like and subscribing to our channel. We value your support, and we wish all you Sigma males the best and the most success. And thank you for watching.